My Guru Drigung Rinpoche used to walk around Leh Ladakh because I did retreat with him. He's a very, very accomplished master, his 18th incarnation. He's a holder of the Drigung Kagyu sect. He is the first one to start that lineage. And he accomplished it in his first lifetime doing the practices of Heruka, Chakra Samvara, retreats 3 in a row, 3 year, 3 month, 3 day. Nianqin Chenbe, the great retreats 3 times in a row. At the end of the third one, he attained perfect clairvoyance. Perfect. To see others in his own mind and remember his previous lives. Perfect. And this life, he is one of His Holiness the Dalai Lama's personal divination masters. Meaning when His Holiness is very busy, there's 3 in the Tibetan government. He's one of them. He told me. And I see the officials come and see him because I stayed with him. And anyways, he is a layperson. He smokes cigarettes. He has a wife. He has kids. He looks very normal to you. But if you actually live near him, see him, you'll see something not normal. Many times. His wife made a joke and she said to me, I'm very scared to go shopping with Rinpoche in the market. Because in Leh Ladakh, they live in Choklamsar, in the capital. She's very scared. I said, why? She says, you don't know Rinpoche. Sometimes he'll go to the marketplace. There's a whole bunch of people. He'll go up to some women or some people. He'll slap them very hard and say, I know what you're doing. You better stop. You better be careful. And then the people are like, and I said, don't anybody press police reports? They said they dare not. They dare not, because what they're practicing cannot overcome the lamas. Cannot. So he actually goes and slaps the crap out of them, and shouts at them and accuses them. And the wife is like, uh-oh. She actually waits for the police and wait. Everybody keeps quiet. Nobody says anything. And I was thinking, oh my God, imagine if I went with him and one day screamed and someone says, it's him. And I'm like, uh-oh. And he does that all the time. And I've seen him. I've seen oracles take trance in front of him. He will physically grab them, pick them up, take him to the door, and he'll physically throw them down and say, don't ever come back here again. And he'll scream at a deity because it's not a good one. Sometimes he'll pick them up, he'll throw them out, and he'll say to them, there's nothing inside of you, get out. Why? Being an oracle in Ladakh makes a lot of money. A lot of people come and see you. A lot of people. One case only while I was living with him, I saw one lady who took real trance, and he trained her up completely. I saw step by step. She went to do retreats. She came back, reported to him. Then next retreat, reported to him, and all that. And finally, when she finished her round of retreats after a few years, she came back and she offered the clothes that she was going to wear for trance. And Rinpoche blessed it. Rinpoche blessed the clothes just by throwing rice beside him. I couldn't hear him. He was very nonchalant. Then he just took the clothes. She was sitting on the floor, and he put it on her head. Just put on. The minute it went on, she took trance. She took trance, and the deity prostrated to Rinpoche and thanked the Rinpoche very much for helping and assisting. And then the Rinpoche called his wife. I was sitting there. Changya Kishos means bring me some beer. And he put beer in a clean vessel. He drank a little first, and then he gave it to her. And the deity was very, very happy. I got the Lama's blessing. I got the Lama's blessing. The deity was saying, I got the Lama's blessing. And then I heard Rinpoche tell her, the deity, from now on, you have sworn your allegiance to me. Do not do harm to others. Tell things of the future that you're sure of, and help as much as possible. Do not harm from now on. And the lady, she contorted her hand all the way backward. I don't know how she did it. And she was hitting herself back and front as if she's hitting something. And she said, whatever the Lama says, I will follow. Whatever the Lama says, I will follow. Whatever the Lama says, I will follow. I promise, I promise, I promise. And then went out of trance, collapsed. Carried out. I witnessed this with my own eyes, right there. So when I'm in my room doing retreats or practice, if the Lama's doing something, he calls me. No, not him. His wife calls me. She says, you like all these things. Come. You can come see. He doesn't call me. He's not interested. Sometimes he says, what are you doing here? And I'm like, she told me I can come here. Sometimes I'd be like, can I please stay? Sometimes he tell me, get out. I've seen it again and again.